So we are pleased to introduce our resource speaker who is spearheading Francorp's Prime projects for operations manual, development, and services. He has guided many of our top clients in the field of quick service food, retail, and service operations. Key projects he worked on includes Golden Cowrie, which is the Hookah Now, and Waffle Time, Chat Time, the Genetics Pharmacy, Holcim, Motec, 360 Fitness, and among others. He also serves as one of Francorp's top speakers on franchising and had represented Francorp as a resource person for various and local and international conferences and trade shows. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to introduce the AVP for Consultancy of Francorp Philippines, Mr. Joselito Samson, CFE. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, Jen. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for this presentation. We're very excited, no, because we have a lot of participants. We also have to thank, of course, President She for the opening remarks. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and experience with us. So I would like to begin my presentation first, of course, with what's my goal? What's the goal of my presentation? So the goal of my presentation is, of course, first to share with you briefly an overview of the Philippine Franchise Association and also the Philippine franchise industry. And then later on, we'll talk about what's your goal, what's your reason, what's your why are you investing in a business as such a time as this, no? And then after that, we will define what franchising is and what it is not. Okay, it's very important that before you jump into the franchising bandwagon, kailangan maintindihan natin ano ba yung franchising, ano ba yung what do I get if I go into franchising, no? What are the advantages? And how do I kanina yung in-explain ni Che, how do I avoid yung mga franchise scams? We've seen that maraming lumalabas na because of the success of the franchising business, may mga lumalabas tayo na mga franchising scams. So ano ba yung mga kailangan natin tanungin? Ano yung mga kailangan nating maintindihan sa franchising para maiwasan natin yon? And later on, once you made your decision, what do you expect? Anong mangyayari kapag nag-franchise na ako? Ano na yung mga next steps, no? So those are my objectives for this afternoon. So let me go next to our next slide. Shared with you some of the figures, no, earlier. Did you know that the Philippine franchise industry has about 1,800 brands? No? Kanina nung shinare ni Che, when we started the Philippine Franchise Association, we had like less than 10 brand members, no? By the way, we are celebrating our 25th year in the Philippine Franchise Association. So congratulations to the leadership, to the founders, of course. This is all made possible. We are now enjoying, no, the fruits of their labor, no. Mr. Pardo, Mr. Sammy Lim, of course, the founder of franchising, and of course Miss Bing Lim Hoko, Dr. Bing Siba Lim Hoko, who is at the forefront during the first few days of the Philippine Franchise Association. We have to give them a round of applause, no, because they were the ones who really had the vision, no, to bring this franchising industry to where it is right now. Imagine 1,800 brands in the Philippines. That's 66% homegrown. Ibig sabihin, itong mga Filipino brands. That's the strength of the Philippine Franchise Association. Majority of the brands that we have are homegrown, mga Pilipino. And we have 34% foreign. Bakit kailangan natin ng mga foreign brands? We need them because we have to benchmark for best practices, no? We have to be able to level up to their level, to their level of efficiency on how they operate, how they create their franchising standards, no? So very, very important that we have foreign brands, a good mix of foreign brands and local brands as well. And do you know that we have about 200,000 franchise outlets in the Philippines, and that generates about almost 2 million jobs. Okay? And it contributes, sabi nga ni Sheikh kanina, it contributes 7.8% to our GDP. That's a big contribution, no, for a single industry, no. And we are very, very proud to tell you that 25 of our Filipino brands has gone international. Alam niya, Jollibee, Max's, Goldilocks, most of the brands that we have right now has gone international. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Bakit sila pumupunta sa ibang bansa? Ibig sabihin yan, they have actually reached that level of maturity in terms of franchising, no? Yung standards nila, that they were able to create markets in other international markets. Yun yung kagandahan ng franchising. Once you're able to establish yourself as a very good operator locally, nationwide, that the next step is really going international, and that's the one of the biggest biggest advantage of franchising. So we now move to the next slide. Shared with you some of the kanina, no, yung what about the Philippine Franchise Association. It was founded in 1995, as I've said, with a handful of brands, no. It is the pioneer and premier franchise association in the Philippines, very proudly, no. And as she has mentioned, no, we are a voluntary self-regulating governing body, and we also benchmark from the best in the industry. We are a member of, we are the only internationally recognized franchise association in the country. In fact, the Philippine Franchise Association is the secretariat for the Asia Pacific Franchise Confederation, which, by the way, the PFA is a founding member. Okay, we're also a member of the member of the Working Committee of the World Franchise Council, who is tasked to create activities that will advance franchising globally. So we are really working with the best of the best. The Philippine Franchise Association is really working with the best of the best to bring up that level of franchising to the Philippines, to our country. We now move to our next So let's decide, before we jump into defining what a franchising is. Let's first number one, understand why you're doing this, no? Ask yourself, why are you doing this? What is your goal? Okay? You're investing into a franchise because mag-shift ka ng career from an employee to an entrepreneur. Baka ganon, Baka you're an OFW going back to the Philippines, and maybe because syempre iba yung earning capacity pag OFW ka, malaki yung earning capacity mo, and baka hindi kayang pantayan yan sa regular employment dito sa Pilipinas, kaya magtatayo ka na lang ng sarili mo negosyo. Or maybe you have investments, no, you're going into another investment, maybe you're adding additional income stream to your portfolio. Baka gano'n naman, no. Maaring negosyante ka rin, katulad ni President She is a franchisor. But she is also jumping into the franchising kasi magfa-franchise din siya ng isang milk tea concept. So baka ganon ang iyong reason. Or maybe you're giving another person, no, the opportunity to be an entrepreneur. Maybe your wife, maybe your son or your daughter, your children, or maybe your siblings. But later on we will discuss, no, but what are the key points bago mo ibigay yan, no, sa isang tao, kasi dapat meron silang vested interest doon, okay, para maging successful. Number two, we have to understand how much are you willing to invest into this endeavor, okay? You have to be very, very clear magkano ba yung kaya kong i-invest, okay? And number two, pangalawa dyan is saan manggagaling yung funding na yan? Yung funding na yan is ano ba yan? Ipon ko ba yan? Or baka naman borrowed capital? So you have to be very careful because syempre inipon mo yan or borrowed capital yan, kailangan ingatan mo. Kailangan you have to make sure, you have to take every precaution to make sure na yung decision mo is tama. Okay? Number 3 is, of course, how much time are you willing to dedicate, no, to make this investment successful? Kaya mo bang magtrabaho for this franchise 8 hours a day on a regular basis? Kaya mo ba siyang i-manage for what? Can you be in that business for what? 3 years, 1 year, 2 years? Remember, a typical franchise contract is anywhere between 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. So titignan mo siya, kaya mo ba yung lifestyle mo ba can fit that that schedule? So dapat titignan mo rin, no, kasi kung halimbawang empleyado ka dati, medyo okay lang, no, kasi alam mo na regular yung oras mo, walang masyadong ano. Pero kung halimbawang kung OFW ka, dapat din alam mo, no, how to manage your time, no. So very very important, assess, no, will your lifestyle be able to fit this investment. And lastly is of course your ability. Kasi when you become an entrepreneur, there are several skills that you have to be able to learn. Number 1 is how do you handle people? Okay? Remember, when you become an entrepreneur, you will encounter customers. Okay? Hindi lahat ng customers mabait. Hindi lahat ng customers ay happy. Can you handle customers? Number 2, you also handle your own people kasi ikaw ang mag-i-employ ng iyong sarili mong mga tao. Kaya mo mang mag-manage ng isang team ng tao? Can you motivate them? Can you implement systems and procedures? Can you do follow up? Can you do discipline? Okay? Kasi syempre parang ano rin yan, no? Parang mga anak mo rin yan. Hindi naman lahat ng empleyado mo is mababait. Hopefully mababait lahat ng empleyado mo, but sometimes makakawa ka ng medyo, pasaway. So ano yung kailangan mong skill na dapat na matutunan para i-handle yan? And of course, very very important, no, managing your finances. Okay? When you go into franchising, when you become an entrepreneur, you need to understand and create financial statements. Okay? Dapat maintindihan mo, malaman mo kung paano bungasan ng financial statement kasi very very important yan later on. Kasi even before mag-apply ka ng franchise ng isang franchise, na-encounter mo na yung mga financial statements. Okay? So dapat matuto kang bumasa ng mga financial statements. Understanding financial statements, creating financial statements, very very important. Okay? So those are the abilities and things that you should consider before, jumping into that franchising bandwagon. So moving forward, what are your options, no? What are your options when you go into a business? Ngayon usong-uso ang dami, no? Madami tayong nakikita mga online businesses. Alam mo na yan, mga nagtatayo ng sariling business, nagbebenta sila sa iba-ibang retailing platforms, no? Meron din mga tao na nagtatayo ng mga tinatawag nating ghost kitchen, no? That they cook in their kitchen and they deliver, no? That's one of your option, okay? Another option is you can go into transport, okay? So sa transport, pwede kang maging Grab driver or owner, okay? Pwede kang operator din, no? Pwede kang maging part of Lalamove and other logistics and transport provider, no? Pwede ring investment yan. You can go into traditional another option is you can go into traditional retail. Pwede ka magtayo ng sarili mong sari-sari store or maybe magtayo ka ng sarili mong hardware. Okay? So those are the options, no, in putting up a business. Now, another option which we will discuss in detail this afternoon is of course franchising. So why franchising? Franchising kasi has a very high success rate, no? We've seen that over the years, over a span of 10 years, franchising business has a 90% success rate as compared to 25% yung traditional retail. So side by side, kung magtatayo ka ng sarili mong negosyo as compared to a franchise, ang laki nung disparity, no, 90% and 25% after 10 years. So that's one of the biggest compelling reason why people go into franchising. And let me discuss to you what franchising is, no? Like franchising is, you're going into a business for yourself but not by yourself. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin yan? Magnenegosyo ka para sa sarili mo, pero you will be using your franchisor's systems and procedures. Ibig sabihin yan, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Ibig sabihin, you bank on the experience and expertise of your franchisor. Kung bago ka, halimbawa, no, bago kang negosyante, okay, dating empleyado ka, magtatayo ka ng negosyo. Pag nagtayo ka ng negosyo, lahat ng sistema, lahat ng aspect ng negosyo, marketing, construction, lahat yan, location, lahat yan, ikaw ang mag-iisip. Okay? And as compared to going into franchising, where your franchisor has a system in place. Nakadekahon na siya. Okay? And this system has been proven to be successful. Yun ang kagandahan nun. Kasi kung halimbawa ikaw magtatayo ka, okay, marunong akong mag-site develop. Pero mahina ka sa marketing. Pero mahina ka sa operations. Okay? So marami kang mga disadvantage. Ang kagandahan niyan is, with franchising, you get the best, no? You get the best from your franchisors. Kasi pinagdaanan na nila to. They've been operating for so long and successfully been operating for so long, kaya nakakapag-franchise sila successfully. Okay? Yan yung advantage ng franchising. You're going into a business for yourself para kumita ka, but also banking on the expertise and systems and experience of your franchisor. What are the advantages? What are the other advantages of franchising? No, one of the biggest advantage of franchising is of course the use of the name, the brand name. No, bakit siya importante? Kasi with franchising, consumers have a very good awareness of the brand. A good brand will carry a strong and favorable presence in the consumer's mind. Okay? Pag nakita nila yung brand, meron silang strong attachment. Okay? They have customers will recall and recognize the brand easily. Okay? When you see a Jollibee, you know exactly what you're getting. Okay? And of course, brand association. Very, very important. Everyone attaches traits or features to people, places, and even brands. Okay? For example, yung Jollibee. Ano yung tagline natin sa Jollibee? Bida ang sarap. That's the tagline. Okay? So pag alam mo, pag narinig mo yung bida ang sarap, yan, alam mo na, Jollibee yan. Okay? How about Max's Fried Chicken? Ano ang tagline ng Max's Fried Chicken? Ang Max's Fried Chicken, ang tagline nila is, the house that fried chicken built. Okay? Yan ang tagline nila. Pag nakita mo yung tagline na yan, immediately, may attach mo siya sa Max's. Okay. Tanungin natin sama natin, please write your answers dito sa ating chat box. Titignan natin. Ano ang tagline ng Goldilocks? Sige. Tingnan nga natin kung sino may alam dito ng tagline ng Goldilocks. Sino ang makakasagot ng tagline ng Goldilocks? Sige, can you show the Paula, can you show the answers? Sino yung makakasagot?
Alright, we'll wait for your answer.
Ano yung tagline ng ating How Thoughtful, How Goldilocks? Okay, How Thoughtful, How Goldilocks. This was used previously. Meron silang bagong tagline ngayon. Okay? Ano yung tagline na yon? Okay. Ang tagline na yon is, okay, may sumagot. Ayan, may mga sumasagot. Jovenel, ang sarap magmahal ng Pinoy. Actually, ang tagline nila ngayon is, your number one, Goldilocks. Okay? So nakita nyo, no, alam yung mga regular customers ng Goldilocks, alam nila ano yung tagline kasi regular customers sila. That's the power of brand. Okay? Last na lang, ano yung tagline ng TGP, ng Generics Pharmacy? Last na lang, ano yung tagline ng TGP? Yung pinaka-latest. Okay? Ano yung pinaka-latest na tagline ng TGP? Sige, sino makaka...
Mr.
TGP.
Lloyd
Yeah.
Martin,
Lloyd.
tagapagpagaling ng Pilipinas.
Okay, sige.
Well, JC.
Yung pinaka-latest. Tagapagpagaling ng Pilipinas. Yes, actually, kasama yan doon sa commercial. Pero actually, ang tagline ng TGP is, tapat sa iyo at nandyan sa tapat mo. Yan ang tagline nila. Okay? Very good, ha? Ang ganda kasi we have regular customers, no? So that's the power of branding, no? You have an emotional attachment to the brand. And pagbago kang negosyo, mahirap gawin yan eh. Mahirap siyang i-build. That's built over a span of a number of years. Okay? And you're able to actually with this you're able to actually have customer loyalty, no? Yung iba diyan nakikipag-away pa nga pag yung alam mo yun, yung kanilang mga brands is binabash. So that's the power of branding. That's the advantage of franchising. The next of course is the use of the system. Kanina pinag-usapan natin yung experience ng franchising. It's very important that your franchisors have a proven system and procedures. Ibig sabihin yan, it's in written form. Ibig sabihin yung ating operations manual is in written form. At madetalye siya. Okay? Ano yung ginagawa nila on a day-to-day basis? Ano yung mga procedures nila when it comes to customer service? Right now, very, very important ang sanitation and personal hygiene when you deliver a product or a service. Ano yung mga protocols na ginagamit nila to ensure that they're able to deliver that service and that product safely to the customer. Very, very important. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, lahat ng procedures and systems natin nakalatag. And when you have an operations manual, your operations manual is a compliance document. Ibig sabihin yan, lahat ng nakasulat sa iyong operations manual, dapat you have to follow it to a T. Kailangan sundin mo lahat yan para maging successful ka. Hindi ka pwedeng susundin mo yung ibang procedures pero yung ibang procedures hindi mo susundan. It's made that way to make sure that you will be successful. Kasi it's measured na. All of the systems and procedures are there because they have proven it to be efficient, to be successful. So very, very important that you follow the operations manual. The next is they have a defined list of products and services. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-deviate doon. Kung ano lang yung ano lang yung mga products and services that's listed in your operations manual and what other memos that are given to you, yun lang ang dapat na ibebenta mo. Hindi siya pwedeng magdadagdag ka ng mga produkto or services sa iyong franchise location na walang paalam sa iyong franchisor. Hindi siya pwede kasi everything is defined in a franchising system. Okay? Another advantage is of course research and development. Alam mo ito mahirap gawin ito unless you have a very good ear to the customer. Yung how to adapt, especially now, no, adapting to the changing modes of delivering the service or product to your customer. Ano yung mga digital platforms na ginagamit nila for them to be able to continue to deliver the products and services to their customers. Very, very important yan ngayon. Remember, karamihan ng ating mga negosyante ngayon, yung mga successful brands ngayon, has migrated into that digital platform. Ibig sabihin, meron na silang mga delivery partners, meron na silang mga logistic partners. Okay? Meron na rin silang mga digital payment systems. Later on, may mga partners tayo that will share ano yung mga platforms na yun that you can use to leverage, no, to be able to continue to reach a bigger market, no, sa ating sa ating market. Okay? Store design and merchandising, very important, no? Store design and merchandising is actually a science and an art. Okay? Meron when you see a store, for example, when you go into a 7-Eleven, what's the first thing that you encounter? Ano yung unang-unang makikita mo pagpasok mo sa 7-Eleven? Most definitely yung kanilang ready-to-eat food. Why? Because it is one of the biggest drivers for their revenue. Okay? So nasa harap siya, front and center, kasi that's one of their biggest revenue stream. Diyan sila malakas kumita. And of course, nandiyan pa rin yung tama si Mark, no? Yung sabi niya yung pan tsaka yung hotdog. Thank you, Mark. So, nandiyan pa rin yung mga convenience item. Very, very important. And ano yung pa yung na-notice ninyo sa 7-Eleven? Because of the demand, no? Sa 7-Eleven, pwede ka magbayad ng iyong bills, ng iyong electric bills, water bills, pwede ka mag-load. Okay? So now 7-Eleven is no longer just a place to eat, a place to get your convenience item. It's also a place for you to settle your bills, no? So nag-i-evolve yung market, and you will be able, tama yan, si Mark ulit, no? Si Mark, regular na gumagamit ito ng click siguro, no? Nung click kiosk. Thank you, Mark. Nag-i-evolve yung negosyo. Ibig sabihin, that's part of R&D. Humahanap sila ng iba pang mga revenue streams. Ano pa yung pwede nating idagdag dito sa ating negosyo na para mapataas yung ating sales? Yan yung kagandahan if you go into a franchise network. Okay? And of course, yung ating mga marketing campaigns, it has to be, makikita mo, itong mga brands na to, they have their marketing campaigns laid out for 1 year. Okay? Ibig sabihin, nakaplano na lahat ng kanilang gagawin, lahat ng advertising nila, lahat yan naka-budget na. Later on, we'll talk about paano nila binabudget yan and ano yung contribution ng franchising doon sa kanilang marketing budget. And also, shared with you yung ating yung ating support services. Ano yung mga ongoing support services and yung mga pre-opening support services. Later on, we'll discuss that in detail. So, the next part is actually, the next page is actually discusses about ano naman yung what do you bring to the table, okay? Number one is, of course, yung ating investment, no? In a franchising framework, you as a franchisor, you as a franchisee will bring in the investment. Ikaw yung magbabayad ng franchise fee. Bakit kailangan ng franchise fee? Kasi ang mga franchisor natin, bago sila magbenta, marami silang cost na nai-incur. Bago makapagbenta, hindi kasi madali mag-set up ng franchise program. Number one, kailangan meron kang solid franchise program na dapat ginawa ng isang credible franchise consulting firm. Okay? And then you also, kasi may mga activities kang ginagawa bago ka magbenta eh. And may mga cost ka doon. So dapat ma-recover naman nila yung cost na yon. So yun yung ating franchise fee. The next is of course yung unit capital. Magkano yung investment na ilalagay mo para maituyo yung actual franchise unit. Okay? And then of course yung meron tayong royalties. Yung royalties, kinokolekta yan on a regular basis. As long as the franchise agreement is in force, yung royalty kinokolekta. Ngayon, yung iba sa inyo siguro may iniisip, sir, may mga nakikita kami nag-advertise, no royalty, zero royalty. Okay, totoo ba yan? Two things. Number one, kung totoo yan, ang question ko is, remember yung support services? Kaya tayo kaya ang mga franchisor kumukolekta ng support, ng royalty, kasi yung support service na yon, meron yan cost. Kasi, yung mga support service niyan, hindi yan libre. May cost yan sa kanila. Paano nila ma-recover yung cost? Through the royalty. Okay? Para matulungan ka nila, para makapagbigay sila ng sufficient support sa iyo, kailangan nilang kumolekta ng royalty. Okay? Aside from the fact that you're using their operating system and their brand. Okay? So, those are the 3 reasons bakit nakukolekta ng royalty. Yung iba dyan, maaaring yung royalty nilagay na nila sa ibang revenue stream. Tinago na nila sa ibang revenue stream. Okay yan. Kaya lang ang problema is baka diyan mo malalaman kung scam yung yung franchise na ino-offer. Sasabihin nila no royalty. Pero paano mo kami isusupport kung wala kang royalty? Yan ang tanong mo sa kanila dapat. Paano mo kami susuportahan kung walang royalty? Dapat yan ang tanong mo, okay? Kanina pinag-usapan natin yung yung branding. Meron kayong contribution sa brand building. Of course, yan yung ating advertising fee. Kaya yung ating mga malalaking franchise brand nakakapag-advertise, meron silang mga celebrity endorsers kasi kumukolekta sila ng advertising fee on a regular basis. And dapat lang naman yan kasi nakikinabang ka. Remember, pag yung franchisor ay merong celebrity endorser, dala ka doon sa brand nila. Okay? Dala-dala mo yung prestige na yon, no, as a franchisee. So very very important yung advertising fee. And in most cases, bibili kayo ng mga items that are unique to the franchisor. Ang tawag natin diyan proprietary items. So dapat yan binibili mo lang sa franchisor. So pag pina-manufacture nila yan at binibenta na yan sa iyo, siyempre dapat kumita din sila. And of course, yung risk, no? In a franchising framework, manage yung risk kasi meron kang sistema no? Meron tayong sistema in place to make sure that you're able to operate your business effectively and successfully. Okay? Ano pa yung ibang kino-contribute mo sa franchising framework? Number 2 is yung time. No, kanina pinag-usapan natin, how much time are you willing to give to this investment, no? Very very important, ang hinahanap ng ating mga franchisor are active investors. Ibig sabihin sila, yung mga franchisor are active investors. Hindi naman kailangan 24 hours a day, 7 days a week nandun ka sa tindahan. Kailangan lang maintindihan mo paano patakbuhin yung negosyo, paano maging profitable yung negosyo. Okay, very very important. And also very important is kailangan maintindihan mo rin paano ka malulugi, no? Paano ka mawala ng pera sa negosyo kasi kung hindi mo alam yon, hindi mo siya mapiprevent. So dapat alam mo rin ano yung mga things that you have to watch out for. Dapat tinitignan mo yung mga variable cost mo, tinitignan mo yung mga fixed cost mo. Umaakit ba siya, bumababa ba siya? So kailangan mina-manage mo yan, no? Dapat naiintindihan mo yan. Dapat na ma-manage mo rin yung tao. Kailangan nakokontrol mo rin yung mga wastages. Nakikita mo rin yung mga pilferage. Okay, na ma-manage mo yan. So, very, very important. And of course, it is your responsibility as a franchisee to make the franchise unit successful and profitable. Ikaw yung may responsibilidad niyan. Okay? And sabi ko nga kanina, when you invest into a franchise, it is a long-term, you need to have a long-term plan. In fact, dapat alam mo, after 2 years, ano na yung next step ko? After 3 years, ano na yung next step mo? Magdadagdag ba ako ng additional franchise units? Or mag-invest ba ako ng additional franchise units? Okay, so dapat nakaplano na yan, no? Hindi kasi ito short-term investment. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang typical franchise natin is anywhere between 3 to 4, 3, 5 up to 10 years. Okay? The next is of course the skills and abilities. Kanina pinag-usapan natin ano yung mga skills and abilities na kailangan mong ma-acquire para maging entrepreneur. Yan, very important yung pagbasa and preparing a financial statement. How to manage people, how to manage the business, no? Very very important yan. And of course, yun nga sabi ko kanina, since you have a system in place, kailangan sumunod ka sa sistema. Hindi pwede na may mga sistema ka na susundin, may mga sistema na hindi mo susundin. Very very important. Of course, in a franchising framework, ikaw ang mag-hire ng sarili mong empleyado. Ikaw ang ma-manage ng iyong sarili mong empleyado. And what you bring in is of course your network, no? Yung network mo, yung pamilya mo, yung mga group of friends mo, siyempre magiging customer mo yan. That's what you bring to the table. So those are the three important aspects that you bring to the table when you go into franchising. Okay? We move to the next Deck, no? Tanong ko lang, no, later on kasi tatanungin din kayo. Sa franchising industry, majority, about 44, actually it's now close to 44%, nasa food industry. Okay? About 32% are in the retail and 24% in the service industry. Ngayon, tanungin mo yung sarili mo, kayo ba, anong industry, anong industry na gusto mong pasukin? Food ba? Retail ba? Services ba? Okay? So at least you have an idea, no? Remember yung number na sinabi natin kanina, we have about 1,800 brands in the Philippines. But out of those 1,800 brands in the Philippines, 44% are in the food industry. Yan, may sabi ni Maria Joyce, sa food daw siya papasok. 32% are in retail and 24% are in the service industry. Okay, so the next, yan, maraming pumapasok. May sabi ni Jovenil, retail, no? Later on we'll discuss ano yung mga ano na yan. We'll do a poll later on. Okay? So the next deck will show you, ayan, may food industry din, no? Will show you ano yung mga questions that you will ask when you decide, no? Ano yung pag magfa-franchise ka. Ito kanina na share na ni share ito some of the these questions. Number one is una is the customer. Sino yung customer mo? Okay? Sino yung target market? Kailangan maintindihan mo kasi it's very important that you understand the business itself. Bakit itong brand na to ang pinipili ng mga customers na to? Okay? Kailangan maintindihan mo yan. And dapat din masagot ito ng franchisor mo. And isa pang dapat mo itanong is where are these people, no? Nasaan itong mga target market na to? Sino ba itong mga target market na to? And nasaan sila? And very important din na maintindihan mo kailan sila bumibili. Okay? Very important. Why do they buy? Okay? And when do they buy? Okay? Very important. Bakit? Example lang, for example, sa farmer, if you go into a pharmacy in the pharmacy business, okay? Isa sa hindi natin alam is pag ang pharmacy mo merong more than 3 to 5 steps, hindi masyadong maganda yung location. Okay? Pag yung pharmacy mo, tinayo mo sa location where meron siyang more than 3 to 5 steps, no? Aakyat ng hagdan, ng 3 hagdan or 5 hagdan, medyo hindi maganda yung magiging benta mo. Bakit kaya ganon? Bakit kaya ganon? No? Kasi convenience eh. Siyempre, baka mamaya yung ibang customer mo medyo mature na, no? Baka hindi na nila kayang umakyat sa ganong stairs, no? Ganong kataas na stairs. Very interesting. Kung ikaw bago ka negosyante, hindi mo alam 'yan. Pero kung kukuha ka ng franchise, alam nila 'yan kasi may data, may experience sila eh, no? Isa pang example, very good example. Halimbawa, magtatayo ka ng isang lechon manok, no? Lechon manok, liempo, 'yan, yung mga ganyan, no? Mostly take out 'yan, no? Magtatayo ka. Alam nyo ba na yung isa sa leading na lechon manok, Andox, no? Andox lechon manok. Hindi sila naglalagay ng location kung saan yung sa side ng kalsada where ang mga tao papasok ng trabaho. Hindi sila naglalagay doon. Naglalagay sila ng location ng Andox, no? Doon sa side ng kalsada where pauwi yung daan na yon is pauwi na yung mga tao. Okay, nagigets niyo yung logic? Kasi syempre hindi ka naman bibili ng uulamin mo mamayang gabi pag papasok ka ng trabaho. Bibili ka ng uulamin mo mamayang gabi pag pauwi ka na. So dapat syempre you don't expect people na tatawid pa para lang bumili. Inconvenience 'yan. So dapat yan, alam mo rin yan. Kung bago kang negosyante, hindi mo alam yon, no? Pero kung franchise ka, alam nila kung paano bumili yung kanilang customer. Very insightful yan, no? So, those are the value that you get from franchising. Okay? Yan lang yung mga ibang example. Number 2, size and size of the investment and ROI. Very important. Later on, magdi-discuss natin yan in relation to the franchise agreement. Okay? Pangatlo, yung iba dito, i-skip ko na, no? Kasi na-discuss na ni President She. Yung location, pag will you be able to get the right location for the right brand? Okay? Ang tanong ni Edwin Pasis, nagpa-franchise ba si Andox? Yes, nagpa-franchise sila. Okay? Thank you for that question. Dapat, pag naghanap ka ng location, get at least 3 locations. Huwag yung kukuha ka lang ng isang location. You will just submit just one location. Paano kung yung isang location na yun na-deny? Wala ka na. So dapat, pagkahanap ka ng location, look for at least 3 options. Para at least, kung ma-deny yung una, meron kang second option, meron kang third option. Yan yung yan yung advice na bibigay ko, no? Of course, dapat kailangan PFA member, sabi nga ni She, because a lot of our nakita nyo naman kung gaano ka stringent yung ating yung ating membership, no, para lang maging member ka ng PFA. So very very important. The other questions na discuss ni President She, so I will skip those. So the next slide will show us paano natin ma-avoid yung mga scam. Okay? Ano yung mga signs of the scam? If it's too good to be true, yung claims nila for profitability, masyadong maganda, masyadong mabilis, no? Paano mo siya mabe-verify? Later on, pag di-discuss natin yan. Karamihan sa mga scam na franchisees, wala silang list of franchisees, hindi sila nagbibigay ng list of franchisees. Mamaya pag-usapan natin bakit importante yung list of franchisees. Wala rin silang list ng mga outlets nila. So very vague, no? Hindi masyadong malinaw yung background nung company, even yung profile nila, yung list of officers, wala, hindi natin makita. And lastly, of course, yung pressure tactics. Yung ipe-pressure ka nila para mag-sign ka na kagad at magbayad ka na kagad. Okay, these are the things that you will see doon sa mga franchise scams. Yung pine-pressure, sir, pag hindi ka nag-sign ngayon, hindi na namin to i-offer sa iyo, mawawala na yung offer sa iyo. Okay? So dapat mag-sign ka na. Yan yung mga pressure tactics na ginagawa ng mga franchise scams. Okay? So we'll go through them one by one. Okay? Yung next slide will discuss how do you avoid this, no? Yung next slide will show you yung mga legitimate franchisor, meron silang social media accounts. Okay? Can we get to the next slide, please? Ayan. Yung mga credible franchisors, they are very active in the social media. Bakit? They're very active because they're promoting their brand. They have a list of their products and services that are being offered. They have a list of stores where you can access those products and services. Okay? And nandun din sa kanilang social media platforms, yung kanilang ongoing store promotions. Doon mo makikita na legitimate franchisee ito kasi binibuild nila yung brand nila, pinapalakas nila yung brand nila, pinapalakas nila yung mga produkto nila through store promotions, yung mga ongoing store promotions. Doon mo makikita, no? And they have several social media accounts. Hindi lang Facebook, hindi lang Instagram. They have, minsan meron pa silang mga sarili nilang YouTube account. So doon mo makikita talaga yung mga legitimate na franchisor organizations. And for more mature franchise organizations, meron silang sariling website where you can access yung company profile, saan sila galing. Meron silang brief history of the company. They are proud of their history. Pinapakita nila kung saan sila galing and kung nasaan na sila ngayon. They have a list of their company officers, no? May picture yan, ipapakita nila, no? So, yan mo makikita yung how credible the franchise organization is. Sinishare din nila yung kanilang mission and vision. Very important yan kasi you as a franchisor, dapat align yung mission and vision mo doon sa company mission and vision. And they have a list of their products and services and also their store locations. So, yan yung isa sa yung isa sa way para makita mo kung credible ba talaga yung franchise organization. The next slide will show you ano yung mga dapat mong ano yung mga dapat mong tanungin pagkausap mo na yung franchisor. Unang-una, tanungin mo sila, gaano na katagal na sila nag-ooperate as a business? Okay? As a business. Tsaka ilan yung company-owned stores nila. Dito makikita mo kung gaano katagal yung kanilang proficiency as a business operator. Hindi pa franchisor, hindi pa franchisor. As a business operator. Kasi dapat proficient na sila as an operator para maging franchisor. Remember, yung sistema nila ituturo nila sa'yo. Okay? So dapat meron na silang history ng success. Okay? Very important. Gaano katagal na nag-ooperate as a business itself. Tatanungin mo na rin, gaano katagal na rin sila nagpa-franchise? And ilan na rin yung kanilang franchisees? Doon mo makikita, again, credibility. No? Makikita mo yung success rate nila kung marami silang franchisees. No? Pero meron pa rin, later on, may mga franchisor tayo na may encounter na nag-uumpisa pala mag-franchise kaya wala pa silang mga franchisee, pero nag-ooperate na sila ng matagal and they have several successful operating units. Okay? Hindi naman porke wala silang franchisee ngayon, hindi ka na bibili doon sa franchise na yon. Maaring kasi nag-uumpisa pa lang sila mag-franchise kaya wala pa sila masyadong franchise. So those are the things that you have to remember. Number 2, you have to talk to the franchisees. Tanungin mo, okay? Gaano katagal na silang franchisee? Ano yung experience nila sa franchisee? Tanungin mo rin, magkano yung sales mo? Okay? Para ikaw, mababalidate mo yung kanilang earnings claims later on. Kasi doon mo mabibase, tama ba talaga yung mga sales projection na binibigay nila sa'yo? Okay? Very important. Tanungin mo rin yung kanilang mga suppliers kung regular ang payment ng franchisor. Very important na yung franchisor mo walang utang sa mga suppliers. Okay? Number 2, training. Gaano katagal yan and how extensive? Tsaka ilan ang mag-a-attend sa training. Okay? Gaano katagal yan, how extensive, and may mga ongoing trainings ba pagka franchisee ka na, meron pa ba mga ongoing trainings? Very, very important. Okay? And yung support na sinasabi natin kanina, no? Pre-opening, meron na silang binibigay na support sa'yo. Bago ka pala magbukas, meron na silang binibigay na support sa'yo. And yung mga ongoing. Itong mga support services na to, pag binasa mo yung franchise agreement, dapat siya nakasulat sa iyong franchise agreement. Dapat lahat ng sinasabi nilang support services nakastipulate sa inyong franchise agreement. Hindi nyo may enforce itong mga support na ito kung hindi siya nakalagay sa franchise agreement. Very, very important. Okay? So, pag nakalagay sa franchise agreement, pwede mong i-demand. Kailangan mabigay ka ng service na ganito. Okay? The next slide will show you ano naman yung kailangan mong gawin as an investor. Kailangan mong tignan yung financial statements nila, yung projected cash flow, yung profitability analysis. Diba? Sabi ko kanina, yung pag nakausap mo yung mga franchisee nila, kumausap ka ng mga 2-3 franchisee, tanongin mo yung sales nila, tanongin mo kung consistent ba yan dun sa mga projections na binibigay sa'yo. Very important yun. So, dapat isusulat mo. Okay? Tapos, dapat alam mo rin yung break-even sales. Sa ganitong investment, ano yung break-even sales ko? Ibig sabihin yan, ano yung break-even sales? Yung break-even sales, hindi ka kumita, pero hindi ka rin nalugi. Okay? Bakit importante yun? Para yan, alam mo, halimbawa, alas 12 na or alas 2 na ng hapon, wala ka pang benta. Gaano kataas yung sales na dapat mong habulin para malampasan mo yung break-even sales. Okay? Bakit siya relevant? Remember, tuwing hindi mo na nahihit yung iyong break-even sales, tuwing hindi mo na-achieve yung iyong break-even sales, lumalayo yung iyong ROI. Okay? Yung ROI mo is 3 years, lumalayo siya ng lumalayo, padagdag ng padagdag yan. Kasi hindi mo nahihit yung tamang sales na kailangan mong mahit para ma-achieve mo yung ROI. Okay? Very important yan. Okay? Next is yung ROI versus the term. So makikita mo yung franchise term, sabi natin, meron yang 3 years, meron yang 5 years, meron yang 10 years. Okay? Okay, I have 5 minutes. Okay. Dapat yung return of investment, yung ROI ay mas maiksi kesa sa iyong franchise term. Very, very important. Okay? Hindi siya dapat pantay. Dapat halimbawa, ang iyong franchise term is 3 years, dapat ang ROI mo is less than 3 years, mga 2 years. Okay? Para yung investment na nilagay mo, maibalik sa'yo at kumita ka bago matapos yung franchise term. Yun yung very, very important. The next is, of course, you review the franchise agreement with a lawyer. Understand ano yung laman ng franchise agreement. Have a lawyer walk you through the franchise agreement. Ano yung terms sa renewal, ano yung terms sa termination, paano ka matu-terminate as a franchise. Okay? And if and when, for example, you plan to resell the franchise, ano yung terms, ano yung mga stipulations doon? Dapat maintindihan mo. Okay? And lastly, dapat i-check mo rin no, sa IPO kung itong franchisor na kausap mo, sila nga talaga yung may-ari ng brand. Okay? Kasi baka mamaya, itong nagbibenta sa'yo ng franchise, hindi naman pala siya may-ari ng brand. Magkakaroon tayo ng problema dyan. Very, very important that you check with the Intellectual Property Office. No? You go online, it's ipophl.gov. Tignan mo kung siya ba talaga yung may-ari ng brand na yon bago ka mag-invest. Okay? Diyan mo ma-check kung talagang scam siya or hindi. Baka mamaya hindi pa nga siya registered. Okay? Very important na yung yung franchisor is registered with the Intellectual Property Office. Ibig sabihin, importante sa kanila yung brand. Okay? The next slide will show us ready ka na mag-franchise in your franchising journey, no? The next slide will show us the path to opening your franchise store. Okay? Pagka-sign mo ng franchise agreement, okay, i-award sa yung franchise agreement, ang next dyan is you will sign a lease. So dapat i-secure mo na yung lease, no? Dapat meron ka ng signed lease. Pagkatapos nyo mag-sign ng franchise agreement, mag-sign ka na ng lease. After nun, mag-register ka na sa mga government offices, sa DTI, sa SEC, sa BIR, sa SSS, all of that, no? Normally, yung franchisor, bibigyan ka nila ng list ng mga yung mga permits na kailangan mo, no? Tutulungan ka nila, ito yung mga permits na kailangan natin para mabigyan kayo ng para makapag-start na tayo ng business. And then they will also help you dun sa fit out and construction of the franchise unit. The next is, of course, tutulungan ka nilang mag-recruit ng mga tao mo and they will train your people, no? After that is mag-order ka na ng inventory mo. Okay? Ito, pag nag-order ka na ng inventory mo, ibig sabihin yan na secure mo na yung location, tapos na yung construction, ready ka na to operate, i-receive mo na yung initial inventory and supplies, and ang next step niyan is magso-soft opening ka. Hindi ka muna mag-grand opening kasi syempre yung tao mo hindi pa masyadong sanay sa operations. Normally, doon sa soft opening, yung iyong franchisor magpapadala ng tao para mag-assist doon sa soft opening mo kasi siyempre bago ka pa sa negosyo na yan, kaya tutulungan ka muna nila kasi siyempre baka yung mga tao mo kinakabahan pa, hindi pa masyadong sanay, and even ikaw, no, i-guide ka nila doon during the soft opening. And of course, after the soft opening, you now go into grand opening, no? Yung grand opening, normally they require you a budget, no? Magse-set aside ka ng budget for the grand opening. Kailangan mo yung grand opening to announce to the area, to the community that you are now open for business and you start your operations as a franchise. So as a franchisee. So you now open your store for operations and you now open your doors for your customers. Okay? So yun yung path yun yung path ng opening your first franchise unit. And with that, I end my presentation. I was hopefully last pa pala, no. I'll just share with you, no. Ito yung shinare ni Greg Nathan, one of the franchising gurus of our time, no. The last year we were able to get even this year, no, to get him to speak to the PFA gatherings and webinars and activities, no. Si-share ko lang sa inyo, shinare ni ni Greg Nathan, no, as a franchisee. How to succeed as a franchisee. Tinawag niya itong ACE mindset. ACE stands for be an advocate for the brand. Okay? Paano yon? Be an advocate for the brand and create advocates for the brand. How do you do that? You do that by delivering exceptional products and services to the customers consistently. Okay? In this way, you are actually helping your brand to grow stronger. The C stands for committing yourself to staying into the business and continue to reinvest into the business. Paano mo gagawin yon? Ang gagawin mo, you have to drive the revenue, you have to drive the sales up, no? You have to consistently drive the sales up, manage your cost, and be profitable. Okay, this is your responsibility as a franchisor. You have to commit to yourself to drive the sales, manage your cost, and be profitable. This is your responsibility. The A stands for continue to engage with the brand and the network strategies. Participate, no, in positively and constructively in building the brand, no. Remember, the stronger the brand is, the stronger is your business. Mas malakas yung brand, mas malakas at gaganda yung negosyo mo. That is the key, no? The key is really engagement, no? Hindi dito pwede yung passive investor ka lang, nasa sidelines ka lang. Tinitignan mo lang yung negosyo from afar. What we need are active investors. So with that, I end my presentation. We will answer questions maybe later on, no, Jen?
Yes, sir. After the
Okay.
presenters.
Hopefully I was able to deliver, no, on my promise, no, on the 4 objectives that I shared with you. Thank you and good afternoon. I will continue to be here later on for the question and answer. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lito, for sharing an insightful and comprehensive presentation in analyzing a good franchise business opportunity and for reiterating the complete path to opening your franchise store. I hope our participants were able to screen cap that relevant content. Moving on to our franchise brand presentation.
May I first introduce our next brand is a freshly squeezed lemonade drink. Let us all welcome the president of the Lemon Company, Mr. Terence Padrique.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, PFA. Greetings to our president, Mr. President She, and our assistant vice president of Consultancy, Mr. Samson, and to the host and to all the listeners this afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for your time. So the Lemon Company. Let's go to the first slide, please. The Lemon Company started with a small stall in a supermarket in 2015. Now, we are almost 30 branches in the Visayas and Mindanao regions. In addition to being named as Sunstar's Best of Cebu, as the best lemonade of 2018 and 2019. We are one of those companies which started from scratch, underwent a lot of pain, sacrifices, and finally made breakthroughs, most especially in this tough industry. So during the pandemic, we've opened 3 stores around November, December. That was the peak of the pandemic, and we were so thankful that we were able to do that. So, second slide, please. Our target market. Our target market demographics. Gender is 65% women and 35% men. Race, Filipino, Korean, Japanese, Chinese. I know most of these or some of these markets are not here right now because of the pandemic, but hopefully they will come back soon as soon as the economy opens. So age between 28 and 45 years old. Income level, mostly middle class. Education, college level to bachelor's degree. Location, Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao. Psychographics, believes in a healthy lifestyle, may have a young family, and is engaged in children's activities. Prefers a healthy alternative to soda and other soft beverages, and invests in family time, and enjoys shopping and crafts. So these are the normal behaviors of our target market. So if you have a location or know of a location which caters to this market, then this might be the perfect franchise business for you. Okay, franchise offer. So what are we offering? Investment estimate, um, on average starts at 418,000. That's a cart that includes the franchise fee of 150,000 already, but that excludes permits and working capital and deposits. But we are offering now we are giving a 50%, no, not 50%, but 50,000 peso discount for any franchisee that will sign up before the end of May. Yeah, that's our offer. And ROI, this is very important, as mentioned by Mr. Samson earlier. Um, for us, we've been operating for about, we've opened 2015, so we've, we've been operating for about 6 years, but we've started franchising 2 years ago. The reason for that is we wanna study. We want to make sure that we have everything in place before we offer it to a franchisee. So average of 17 months, but as fast as 10 months depending on location. Royalty, 2% for us to provide support for you, so we have to collect this. But if you sign up before the end of May, I think this just came out, we will be waiving the royalty for 3 months if you sign up before the end of May 2021. And advertising, system-wide ad fund, we collect 0.5% of gross sales, and for the local ad fund, 0.5% of gross sales. So we are really keen on advertising right now, most especially that we are heavily located in the central part of the Philippines, and we wanted to really go to Luzon and maybe somewhere southern Mindanao. So that's our focus for the next 2 years, just to grow in those areas. So hopefully, through this platform, we can invite franchisees. Franchise terms, 3 years, and 2 renewals of 3 years each for a total of 9 years. For the core investment, I guess you can go through that, but I want to go through the support. Of course, the use of the Lemon Company trademark and logo. We do site evaluations. We help you with that. We offer pre-opening and startup assistance. We have a franchise operations manual and systems. We do trainings on operations, management, customer service, product knowledge, and marketing. For our training, since it's a very simple business, it's about 7 days. And we offer grand opening assistance, national and local store marketing guidance, continuous business guidance and support, access to new products and promos. So why franchise us? First thing, our business is very simple and relevant. You might want to show the next slide, please, just to show everybody our how we look. Yes, needs to be the pictures of our stores. Do you have that?
Sir,
If
it's
none,
the
that's it. none, that's okay. If you don't have that copy, it's okay. I'll just continue with why franchise us. Our business is very simple and relevant. For us, simplicity breeds duplicity. That's probably why we've grown to about close to 40 stores now, because our product is very simple. Relevant in the sense that, during this pandemic, we've never closed operations. We have tied up with food deliveries, both the national, food deliveries platform, Food Panda and Grab Food. We have partnered with them, and some of the local delivery platforms also, we have partnered with them. And we offer cashless payments also. We have that. Low investment cost. For the price of under 400,000 pesos, that's a pretty low investment cost, and very fast ROI. It could go up to 10 months, like I said earlier. And we have included in this franchise package a built-in cloud-based POS, point of sale system, for easy management. So you can manage your business from the comforts of your home or office, or even if you are outside of the Philippines, you can manage it because you have a cloud-based POS embedded in your business. So we are innovative. We have a lot of lemon-based products that we are offering. We have a lot of bottled products. And during the pandemic, we have formulated a lemon-based alcoholic beverage, in which we are very excited to offer. So that's another business that we can talk about if you want to engage with us. We invest in research and development, and then our social media presence. We're very highly present in social media, and because we are family owned, we foster trust and integrity in all our business practices. So if you want to create a positive impact in our economy by being an employer and be profitable at the same time, then you might be the right franchise candidate that we're looking for. So please visit our website. It's www.lemonco.com, and if you're interested, you can email us at tlc.franchisecorp@gmail.com. That ends my presentation. Thank you very much, and have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Padrique. At this point, our second presenter represents one of the leading restaurants in southern Mindanao and was established on September 30, 1996 in Cotabato City. The restaurant provides traditional Filipino cooking style, great ambience, and excellent customer service, which became the driver force behind the dynamic growth of the company. Let us all welcome again Mr. Vic Villa, the CEO of Mang, Gorio, Bahay, Kainan. Hi, Sir Vic.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, Paula, again, good afternoon. Ms. Cheryl Quintana, President of the PFA, and Joselito Samson, AVP for Consultancy of Francorp. The attendees listening, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Okay. I would like to introduce myself. I am Victor Villa, the founder of Mang, Gorio, Bahay, Kainan, and the Chief Executive Officer of MG Milestone Corporation. Let me share with you a brief story of our humble beginnings. I started as a small karinderya just beside my home. A name after my mother is Chibugan ni Aling Presi, that was in Cotabato City. Due to the conflict in the name registration, Mang, Gorio, Bahay, Kainan was approved and a name after my grandfather. 10 years ago, I cannot really imagine that this year we are celebrating our 25 silver anniversary Celebrate Foundation. Kumbaga pa, looking back, ang daming pinagdaanan. However, in many crises, ito ay mga opportunity, just what we are encountering today. So, I am here now to promote the franchise opportunity of Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan. We are looking for a franchise partner for Mindanao area. Of course, we are choosing someone who has the passion to own and operate a Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan that is certified halal restaurant. Next slide, please. Next slide, Paula. Okay. So, we have 3 package offering. Number 1 is the first is the full setup restaurant that requires 120 square meter with an investment of 6 million and an ROI of 58 months. And the second franchise offering is our basic setup restaurant, which requires 80 square meter and an investment of 5 million and an ROI of 32 months. During the pandemic, we made some adjustments that can really help expand the business, and at the same time that answers to the call of the present situation. We developed a Mang Gorio Express that requires only a 32 square meter and an investment of 1.5 million and an ROI of 27 months. The franchise term is 6 years and twice renewable. Second slide. Next slide, please. Our opportunity locations is concentrated in Mindanao. We have the Davao region, we have the Northern Mindanao, the North Cotabato, Lanao, and the Zamboanga Peninsula. These are the areas where most of our market are located. And this is the market that is underserved, and it's a huge market. Next slide, please. Why? Why Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan? Well, Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan has been in the business for the 25 years of successful operation. We have our research and development for value continuity to develop new products. Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan has also the state-of-the-art commissary to simplify the restaurant operation. We have what we call the cook and chill concept. And Mang Gorio is a certified halal restaurant. We also have a inventory back of the house support, which is the inventory system. And of course, we have our continuing operational support. Once your store is already in place, we are partner in the business. So we will be working hand in hand to make sure that your business will be successful in the marketplace. Next slide, please. Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan unique selling proposition is halal. Halal is the trend and it's a huge market. So if you want to be confident about your business, invest in something that is focused into its market, and the market is huge, and you can be assured that like Mang Gorio Bahay Kainan, we are already 25 years and it is sustainable and growing. So if you're interested, reach out. You can see in our you can see in the screen. You can reach out, and that's it. Good afternoon at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Sir Vic. Mr. Villa, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Villa. At this point, Let us now proceed on hearing a special presentation from our valued partner. To tell us about their latest program, let us all welcome the Product Officer of BPI, Mr. Vince Joseph Dizon.
Hi Paula, can I share my screen and video lang? I can't open my video.
Sure, sir.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, po. Yes, sir, Vince. We can see it now.
Yeah, I just can't open my video. I'm unable. But it's okay. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon to the PFA and to all the viewers this afternoon. Thank you for having us this today. Again, my name is Vince Dizon. I'm the Product Officer of BPI under Business Banking. We are the handler of our SME portfolio of the bank. So I'm here to present to you Business Franchise Financing, or what we call the BFF. So BFF is our term loan facility offered exclusively to existing franchisees of the Philippine Franchise Association. So this loan offer can be used for your expansion or growth plans, or you can use this to finance an acquisition of or acquire a new franchise if you would like to. Or if you have, for your existing business, if you have working capital requirements or gapping requirements, you can also use this loan. So what are the advantages of this loan product? First is we're offering it clean, or meaning no collateral required. Also, it's simple because we have less documentation required compared to our standard programs. And because of that, the turnaround time is also faster. As mentioned earlier, we're making this exclusive to PFA members. Then for payment terms, we can offer this with a grace period of up to 3 months, meaning on the first 3 months, all you need to pay for is the interest. So just some more details about the facility. As mentioned, it's offered to PFA members, to the franchisees of PFA members. It's a term loan facility, meaning upfront you will be receiving the full amount of the loan. And then for loan purpose, you can use this to finance an acquisition of a franchise or a new franchise. Also, you can also use this for working capital requirements. Now, for loan tenor, we can allow you to borrow up to 3 years. So you can do 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. For loan amount, we start at 300,000 pesos up to 15 million pesos. And then as mentioned, security is clean or no need for collateral. But if you would like to offer collateral, you can do so offer via real estate mortgage. For mode of payment, for the first 3 months, you can pay interest only. And then for the succeeding months, starting on the 4th month, mag-equal monthly amortization of the tayo. That's principal and interest. For other conditions, we will require you to open a BPI deposit account. Dun po namin i-debit actually yung credit yung proceeds. And at the same time, for your payments, monthly payments, we'll use that also for the automatic debit, where it will debit for the monthly amortization. Now, for the prepayment fee, it's 5% of outstanding balance. Documentary requirements essentially will just require some of basic requirements such as your IDs, and then your basic business documents, like for example, your DTI registration, your business permit. And then for proof of income, will require some of your documents, like income documents such as your ITR, your EFS, or bank statements as well. So feel free to take a picture of this screen if you would like. So that's it for me. Thank you for your time today. So just feel free if you're interested, please call us at our numbers here in Metro Manila and outside of Metro Manila, or you can also email us at bvclientservices@bpi.com.ph, Or if you would like, you can also email me directly. My name is Vince Dizon, vzpdizon@bpi.com.ph. Now on the right side of your screen, also you can see a QR code. So you can also take a picture of this or scan it so that you'll be directed to our sign-up page, wherein we'll ask some information from you, and then we'll contact people from there. So thank you again for your time this afternoon.
Thank you so much, Sir Vince. Moving forward to our next presenter, they have the products and services that we would have and adopt, especially now that we must level up our game when it comes to digitalization. So let us welcome the heads of the small and medium business of PLDT Enterprise, Mr. Eugene Aldecoa. Good afternoon, Sir Eugene.
Hi, good afternoon. Let me open my Yes, good afternoon everyone. So thank you for this opportunity. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so the laptop. Okay. So on behalf of PLDT Enterprise, we would want to thank PFA, so Cheryl, to Mr. Lito, for the continued partnership. So together we can really strengthen this dynamic franchising industry in achieving the digital transformation to survive and thrive in this new normal. So at least we understand that this really is the new normal we have right now. So it's really our pleasure to share with you on how we can really help your business to look beyond and go beyond to emerge and with resiliency amidst these unprecedented times. So actually the pandemic has really accelerated the process of digital transformation across all businesses. So especially in the franchising industry, businesses has really strengthened their digital operations to reach their customers despite the pandemic restrictions by boosting their presence in social media and being on e-commerce platforms and partnering with food delivery applications to cater to the growing need in the modern consumers. And especially right now that every business going online, every business needs a reliable solution to support in this digital transformation. So on the next slide, let me share lang a few statistics. Okay? So one of which is that coming from a survey from CMO Council. So CMO Council basically is Chief Marketing Officers Council. So 75% of respondents in this survey says that the top attribute of customer experience, kasi yung pinakamataas, the response rate is really important. So that's 75%. Now with that, we need a solid fiber foundation in order to be resilient to congestion, diba? So you can increase your customer satisfaction, diba? And all that. So that will basically respond to the customer's inquiries in real time. So another thing as well is that there's a recent article that was published by Hollingsworth. Well, Hollingsworth is one of the leading logistics providers here in the US. Is that loyal customers are 10 times worth as much as their first purchase. Ibig sabihin, those loyal customers who goes back to you is really worth 10 times as much, diba? Especially for the first purchase. So sometimes it's critical talaga yung first purchase because that's the foundation of having loyal customers. Now, syempre with connectivity that is built with 3 times more reliable, syempre yung boosting of customer loyalty by receiving orders in real time really ensures yung timely delivery. So close to home naman, so statistic close to home, is that from a report from We Are Social. So Filipinos are the most active internet users globally, spending about 11 hours a day online. So actually I'm guilty of that. So for those of you out there na talagang more than 11 hours, well, so you know you're a Filipino. Okay. So with boosted enterprise grade fiber, diba? Staying connected with customers, diba, is really important. And you shouldn't really worry about internet congestion. So the internet indeed has become a essential part in our lives. So I think we should understand that. And not only for us in a small group, but also for your team, for your suppliers, all the way up to your customers. But businesses out there, diba, of any size, need not just have regular connectivity. So they need to have at least an all-in-one digital solution that will stay relevant and fuel its transformation for the changes that want. So at least you understand, diba? There's so many things that are happening. So you will never know. So we didn't even know that pandemic will happen. Diba? So we need to be ready. So with the ever-changing business landscape and consumers and the needs of customers, diba? So with Beyond Fiber, we emerge resilient today. So with just 2,500 pesos a month, diba, you can enjoy the services. So basically, these are three pillars in terms of Beyond Fiber. So first of which is the having to experience the business grade fiber, which promises a minimum of 90% subscribe speed and 90% reliability. So that is something that is 3 times better than the minimum bandwidth guarantee offered today. And it's all hinged towards, and it's all grounded towards PLDT's most extensive fiber optic network that spans about 322,000 kilometers and growing. So another thing as well is that it comes with a premium managed router, and since it's your business, so you basically deserve the best and the secure and enterprise grade fiber, which comes from Cisco, of course. The third pillar basically is yung curated digital solution. So because if you want to succeed, diba? So your business, gusto nyo kasi magkaroon siya ng edge. You want to be an edge of the rest, diba? So with a variety of curated managed digital solutions like that, Beyond Fiber gives you access to digital solutions that you can basically choose, diba? And it can form fit whatever your needs. So it simply gives you an add-on to whatever business that you need, diba? Whatever requirements that you need out there. So it's really coupled with your Cisco Meraki and your business grade fiber. So just parang overview lang, diba? So with the 50 Mbps subscription, so the current speed or your current bandwidth out there is only giving about 50 Mbps or 50 megabits per second. But right now, with Beyond Fiber, we can provide at least 90% of that minimum speed. That's about 45 Mbps. That's 45 Mbps, so it's basically 3 times as much. So what does this do? Siyempre, basically, it provides you the boost in your productivity, because that's number one. Productivity and access to critical business operations such as your inventory management. And what does this also do? So it enhances also your customer experience. So in my previous slide, I also mentioned about customer experience. It's basically critical because you need to provide real-time information, real-time updates to your customers, because it's critical right now. Diba, yung being ahead of the game. So basically, you really need to go beyond our reliable BF. Actually, kung merong BFF sa iba, so for PLDT Enterprise, we also have BFF, which is Beyond Fiber Forever. So you may scan the QR code to know about Beyond Fiber. So it will direct to our website, so at least you can view more kung ano yung mga questions or inquiries. And if you're interested, there's also a link there. So at least you can reach out to us if ever you need information. So basically, that's it for me. So thank you very much. Stay safe and God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eugene. Moving forward, our next presenter has a colorful and attractive food cart. They serve quail eggs or kwek-kwek, a famous Filipino street food served with best tasting sauces. Let us welcome Ms. Jennifer Evangelista, the General Manager of Egg Station.
Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank PFA for this opportunity to present our food court concept, Egg Station, and to help those who are looking for business through franchising. Good afternoon to our PFA President, Ms. Cheryl Quintana, to all the panelists, and to all the attendees. On behalf of Angel Food House Corporation, I am Jennifer Evangelista, the Vice President and General Manager of Egg Station. Next slide, please. A brief history of our company. Egg Station is under Angel Food House Corporation, a family corporation started March of 2012. We had been featured in Kapuso Mo Jessica Soho as my family started selling kwek-kwek, tukneneng balot penoy in the streets of Tondo, dekada 90 pa lang. So until an opportunity came and we decided to try it and put inside the mall, which became a success. In a span of 3 months, we already had 20 successful company-owned branches back then. Egg Station is a colorful and attractive food cart that serves kwek-kwek, tukneneng, fried and steamed balot and penoy, and other poultry products. As we all know, kwek-kwek is a very famous Filipino street food, which is made of deep-fried battered hard-boiled quail eggs dipped in our secret formula of sauces. We are located in various malls like SM Food Court, SM Terminals, Pure Gold, Robinson's Malls, Ayala Malls, LRT stations, amusement center like Manila Ocean Parks, and many more. Next slide, please. This is our excellent syrup menu. We have kwek-kwek, our bestseller, the tokneneng. This is a chicken, egg, and orange butter, fried, steamed penoy and balot, 1 day old. We have what we call the astig, the fried chicken tail, the nek-nek mo, the fried chicken neck, best partnered with our best tasting sauce, which is the sweet sauce, sweet chili, vinegar, and chili garlic. And as per customer demand, we're also selling our bottled sauces. We also have our white jelly lemon juice. Next slide, please. All right, for the franchise package, our inclusions are the standalone food cart, the use of trademark and logo, 1 unit of 4 cubic feet chest freezer, 1 unit of heavy-duty stainless deep fryer, the range hood, kitchenwares, and plasticwares, 7,000 worth of initial products. It's also included one set of crew uniform, trainings, marketing support, pre-opening assistance, and notarized agreement. Our franchise package price is only at 200,000 pesos, exclusive of VAT. Yes, no royalty fee, but with a franchise duration of 3 years and renewable. Our franchise fee, renewal fee is 25% of the existing franchise. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about the total capital investment needed for a egg station. Our standard food cart franchise package, inclusive of VAT, is at 224,000. So with the government permits and BIR, around 25,000. Initial supplies, we encourage to have 40,000, and then security deposit for at least 3 months for the lease at 60,000 pesos. So total capital investment of 349,000. Let's move on for the sample. No, go back to the, yes. Let's move on for the sample projected income. Let's say you have a gross sales of 5,000. That is the lowest sales we have. And for that sales, you will be having a 150,000 gross sales per month. Less cost of food, which is of goods, which is 50%, amounting to 75,000. Then you will have a gross profit of 75,000. Let us less the operating expenses, including the rental, the salaries, the assumed consumption of electricity and water, which is at 46,210. So net profit for the whole month can be at 28,790, and for the whole year at 345,480, which means at 1 year you can have your ROI. Next slide, please. So if you want to franchise Egg Station, please inquire now and send us an email at franchise@eggstations.com, or you may contact us at 0919-081-4580. You can also message us on our Facebook page, Egg Station Food Cart. Thank you so much and be part of our growing family. Egg Station, excellent sa sarap.
Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. So moving forward, our next presenter will be presenting various franchise business opportunities. Some of the brands are Angel's Pizza, Farron Cafe, Pantry Chicken Bites, Potato Corner, Sugar Panda, and Shawarma Shack. We are pleased to introduce the Assistant Marketing Manager of U Franchise Sales and Management, Ms. Rowie Altura.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Rinig po ba ako, Miss Jen? Maayos ba ang audio?
Yes, yes po.
Okay. Thank you. Feel free to interrupt me if nag-static because I'm having a hard time with my audio. But anyway, thank you PFA for inviting you franchise and to all participants that stayed until the very end. Pero kung muna kayong alis because we have a Q&A after me. You are one step closer to your franchise dream. By the way, before anything else, I would like to introduce myself. I am Rowie, the Assistant Marketing Manager of U Franchise, and I am here to present to you the top franchise brands that are on the upswing at this time. So on the first slide, I just wanted to quickly introduce our company. U Franchise is a franchise sales company and we provide professional franchise matching service and it's for free, meaning if you're looking for a franchise, we have over 200 brands to offer you and we will help you choose the right franchise based on your budget, location, expertise, and all the considerations. We have sold over 1,000 franchises locally and internationally, kasama na yun, combined, and we are very proud to present to you our franchise brands from food, service, retail, and healthcare industry. And to build confidence na rin with U Franchise, we are the sister company of Francorp and we are a very active member of PFA. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to the next slide. Okay. Here are some of the brands that we present to our franchisees or potential clients. These are essential brands that has a delivery service, that offers delivery service, So now, first and foremost, we have Shawarma Shack, the leader of buy one, take one shawarma, now also delivering with their own internal system. The franchise investment starts at 850,000 and now we are lowering the franchise fee. You can save 400,000 because the franchise fee is now 90,000. Second is Farron Cafe. It is a home of quality and affordable wraps, perfect for millennial market. The franchise starts at 299,000, but because we are celebrating the 11th year of Farron Cafe, we are offering the barangay package that is that costs 199,000 all in. And last, we have Angel's Pizza. If you're interested for a restaurant franchise format with quality delivery service, we have Angel's Pizza. The total investment starts at 10.5 million and their franchise fee is 1 million. On the next slide, ito naman yung perfect for non-mall and outside mall, non-mall, residential, commercial area with perfect foot traffic. So number one, we have Sugar Panda, the quality yet affordable milk tea franchise cart. Its franchise investment starts at 680,000. But if you have a smaller location, we have a consideration for that because we offer 385,000 all in for 2.7 square meters. So let us know if you have a small location, perfect for Sugar Panda. Second is the first kiosk that offers flavored chicken. Meron siyang cheese, barbecue, sour cream chicken that it's only 35 pesos. Very affordable. That is Pantry Chicken. You can franchise it for 420,000 all in na. And last but not the least, this is the #1 franchise concept in the Philippines and also expanding globally. We have Potato Corner. You can franchise Potato Corner cart starting 128,000. Yan. So customized cart po yan, depended dun sa location that you wanted to put the cart. Yan. So on the next slide, if I still have, yan. Basically, that is just a few of many brands that we can match you with or introduce you with. Let us help you find the right franchise for you And for a free one-on-one franchise consultation with our team, please leave your name, email address, your brand interest on the chat box, because we would really like to help you find the right franchise for you. And I forgot to mention, we are offering location assistance. So if the only thing that makes you feel hesitant in getting a franchise, yung location, we can help you with that. We have pre-approved location of the brands presented earlier. And you can visit our website, www.ufranchiseasia. Nandun lahat ng brands namin, over 200. Feel free to choose and feel free to inquire. Thank you again, and we look forward to helping you and start your franchise journey. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rowie. At this juncture, let us now begin the Q&A portion. Ms. Jen, kindly ask the first question.
Thank you, Paula. Let's begin with Sir Lito. Hi, sir. Are you there?
Hello, Jen.
Yes,
Good
sir.
afternoon again.
So just to manage the expectation of our participants, how long does it take from signing the franchise agreement until the store opening?
This will take typically anywhere between 3 to 6 months. So depende yan sa franchisor. May mga franchisor na mabilis mag-open, may mga franchisor na medyo manage yung kanilang time, kasi depende rin yan sa brand or doon sa format. For example, yung nag-share sa atin kanina si Mang Gorio is a full restaurant, meron siyang full restaurant. So definitely pag medyo full restaurant, medyo mas matagal yung timeline na kailangan mo to open, no? Pero kung halimbawa yung lemon kanina yung lemon concept na shinare ni Terence, medyo mabilis lang siya kasi cart lang siya. So it will depend on the type of business and the format of the business that you'll open. Pero anywhere between 3 to 6 months, ganyan yung timeline niya, kasi syempre meron pa yang magsisecure ka pa ng mga ng lease, no? Magsisecure ka pa ng mga permits, minsan nagtatagal do sa permits. So that's the typical timeline pagka nagtatayo ka ng franchise program. And most of these franchisors na guest natin, they will help you doon sa kasama yan sa support nila, no? Yung pre-opening support. They will help you in identifying ano ba yung mga permits na kailangan ninyo, ano yung mga kailangan i-submit sa franchisor, ano yung mga licenses na kailangan. So they will have a list of for you to accomplish. Hindi ka na manghuhula.
Thank you, Sir Lito.
Okay.
How about they want to sell their franchise business? Now, what is the procedure? Do they have to sell it back to the franchisor?
Okay.
Do they have it, or they can sell it externally, or what?
Good question. Yeah. Kanina na-discuss natin, no, when you review the franchise agreement, it's very important na malaman mo ano yung mga stipulations on reselling the franchise, no. Different franchisors will have different stipulations, no. But most of them have the right of first refusal. Ibig sabihin yan, pag gusto mo nang ibenta yung franchise, ang una mong aalukin dapat is si franchisor. Kasi nga, meron tayong rights of first refusal. Nakalagay yan sa franchise agreement, no? So, bago may offer sa ibang investor or sa ibang potential franchisee, i-offer mo muna sa franchisor. Kasi sila yung may right to repurchase, no? Sila yung unang may right to repurchase. If they decline, that's the time that you will start offering it to other potential investor or other potential franchisee. Ngayon, meron din yung stipulations on paano mo gagawin yan. So may kasama yan sa franchise agreement natin. Nakastipulate ano yung mga steps that you'll have to go through, kasi kailangan yung approval ni franchisor. Hindi pwedeng ibenta mo na kagad kay Juan or ibenta mo na kagad kay Pedro na hindi alam na at walang approval si franchisor. Dapat yan inform mo sa franchisor, tapos dapat i-approve niya kung sino yung franchisee na magti-take over, kasi may mga dadaanan pa silang proseso, kasi kailangan mag-training din ni yung bagong franchisee, dapat mag-training din siya, kasi syempre siya yung magti-take over nung negosyo, dapat maintindihan din niya yung negosyo. So there are processes that they have to go through.
Thank you, Sir Lito. And now we proceed to the questions for the presenters. Okay. The question is, will the franchisor help me find a good location? And can I also ask assistance for a possible with lease negotiations? So let us ask first Mr. Vic of Mang Gorio. Or any...
Hello, yes, Jan.
Yes. Yes,
Hello,
Sir Vic.
yes, oo. Yung assistance for location is part of the support na ibibigay natin sa ating franchisee. So, but the franchisee, dapat sila ang trabaho nilang maghanap ng location, and they will submit for assessment and approval to the franchisor. Ganun po yun.
Okay. How about Sir Terence of the Lemon Company?
Yes, your question was again, Jen, if we provide assistance, correct?
Yes, to find a good location and for a possible lease negotiation.
Yes, yes. That's as what Mr. Villa said. That's part of our support. We definitely assist with site location. And in fact, we have available sites that are ready, that we can offer to franchisees. Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay. How about Miss Jenny? Miss Jennifer from Egg Station?
Yes, we do support in looking for a location, and also we do ocular inspection of the available locations that the franchisee want to have their cards, and we usually post locations that is available in our FB and website. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. How about Miss Rowie? How about your clients?
Yes. We do have list of locations. As of the moment, we have in Walter Mart, we have in Ayala Malls, we have in SM Malls. These are pre-approved locations already, but it depends on the brand that you will franchise. So if you wanted to know the list or the information of the locations that we offer, feel free to chat your details on the chat box.
Thank you, Miss Rowie. So feel free to chat in the chat box your questions or concerns regarding our franchise presenters. There you have it. Yes, Paula.
Okay. Thank you so much to our presenters for...
Paula, excuse magtanong lang ako kay Vince doon sa BPI kasi very maganda yung offer ng BPI for franchise loans. Ang tanong ko kay Vince, kasi siguro karamihan ng participants natin ngayon ay hindi pa sila franchisee ng PFA member. Baka ngayon pa lang sila mag-avail nung franchise ng PFA
Franchise.
member.
So first time franchisees.
Oo. Pero kasi ang pre-qualification mo is dapat franchisee na sila. Halimbawa, nag-franchise na sila ng isa. Ano katagal bago ma-avail nila yung loan facility natin?
Kunwari existing franchisee na po sila, no?
Hindi. So, ganito, no? Hindi pa sila ngayon franchisee. Nag-invest sila ngayon, nagtayo sila ngayon, this year, nagtayo sila. Okay? Franchisee na sila this year. Kailan sila pwedeng mag-apply sa iyo ng for the halimbawa, gusto nila magtayo na ng second location, third location. Kailan sila pwedeng mag-apply na sa iyo? Gaano katagal na dapat tumatakbo yung negosyo bago makapag-avail ng loan?
Yes. Actually, sir, right now, ang eligibility namin is it should be 3 years po in profitable operations before we accept the Pero I guess at least yan for the BFF that we're offering. Pero maybe they can try our standard process. It may require some additional additional collateral po if ever. Pero we can try po.
So pwede pa rin, Pwede
po for using our standard
additional
offers.
requirements lang. Okay,
Pero ito pong in-offer natin na clean, no collateral, you need 3 years po. Profitable operations. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Lito, and thank you, Sir Vince. There you have it. We truly have a fruitful day a wonderful sharing of information. In the interest of time, you may contact directly our franchise presenters for your specific questions about their franchise business opportunity. But before we come to an end, allow us to conduct a very short survey to which brands you would like to get in touch with. While waiting for the host to launch the poll, please note that by participating in this poll, you agree to share your email, name, and contact number to our presenters. This will help them contact you for their franchise packages. While waiting for your responses, may we take the parting words or brief closing remarks from our presenters and speakers. Let's start with Sir Vic from Mang, Gorio, Bahay, Kainan.
Oh, yes. In my experience, I've been working for the past 16 years before I went into entrepreneur. It will take time before you have to do it from scratch. But today, we have the franchise brands you can choose from, and that's like you're shopping for a business. So there is a lesser risk. So go and franchise and be a boss now.
Thank you, Sir Vic. How about Mr. Terrence of the Lemon Company?
Yes. Yep. For me, again, thank you, PFA, for inviting us over. But for me, if you want a simple and relevant business, this might be the right business for you. Essentially, it's pandemic proof. So we would like to invite you to join our family, our growing family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Terrence. How about Miss Ana Feliz Evangelista of Egg Station? Sorry,
Yes.
Miss Jennifer Evangelista.
It's okay. Yeah, for us, please do not hesitate to contact us for franchise inquiry at franchise@eggstations.com, or you may contact us at 0919-081-4580. Also, you can message us on our Facebook page, Egg Station Food Cart. And we are very glad that you are welcome to be part of our growing family, Egg Station. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. Mr. Vince Dison, any closing remarks?
Yes, I just want to say thank you to the PFA for the opportunity to speak again this afternoon, and to all the viewers today. Again, please feel free to contact us po if you need any financing, especially for your franchise needs, for your expansion in your business plans po. So we're here to be your partner in your journey, and we'll be very happy to assist. So thank you again, and keep safe po.
Thank you, Sir Vince. For Mr. Eugene Aldicoa of PLDT Enterprise.
Oh yes, siguro thank you very much for this opportunity as well. So I think one of the parting words would be is basically, don't be afraid to innovate. So use technology as a tool for you in order to at least make your business more lively and more. Kasi at the end of the day, sino ba naman ang negosyo na ayaw na umangat, di ba? So gusto naman talaga natin lahat yun. So don't be afraid to do that. So at least the links are already in the chat box. So at least if you want to get in touch with PLDT Enterprise, so let us know na lang through that. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Eugene. Ms. Rowie Altura of View Franchise Sales and Management.
Yes. Ako siguro simple lang as someone who sells and market franchise brands, no? Ngayon maraming mga scams, ganyan. So, syempre mag-ingat tayo and always seek for a franchise expert's advice, no? And if you're looking for a location, make sure din na mag-list down din kayo ng mga gusto ninyo. If you're looking for a brand, kailangan i-consider din ang location. If you're looking for a partner, make sure a partner dun sa franchise, make sure na pinagkakatiwalaan. And for more information of how you actually find the right franchise for you based on your budget or location, no, join you franchise webinar. Okay lang ba mag-plug? We will be having a franchise webinar this coming Tuesday, April 27. We will discuss basics of franchising, and also we will announce din yung mga locations namin for you guys na looking talaga for a place to put your brand.
Thank you, Miss Rowie. And for Mr. Lito Samson, our speaker.
Yeah, thank you. You know, this is the best time to invest talaga, no, in a franchise. If you notice, no, yung mga franchise offers natin have very good franchise packages right now. They are offering it at a very good price, no. You won't be able to avail of these prices after once we get out of this pandemic. So this is the right time to really invest. Imagine, no, remember, it will take you about anywhere between 3 months to 6 months to get your store open. So isipin mo kung invest ka na ngayon, by second quarter, third quarter, nag-open ka na. Hopefully by then, medyo yung ating immunization, vaccination program is in full swing, and we will be able to get out of this MECQ, ECQ, and we will be the faster that we can get into yung normal business natin, no? So this is really the right time kasi number one, ang ganda ng mga packages na in-offer nila. Number two, there are a lot of locations that you can open. Okay, those are the opportunities, and you will not be able to get these opportunities pagka in full swing na yung ating we're back to normal operations. Hindi mo na to ma-avail, no? So really, this is the right time to invest. But when you invest, make sure that you study, no? You study the investment, study the franchisor, tignan mo yung history nila. Do they really have a history of success? So wag tayong magpapaloko sa mga scams. Hindi porke mura yan, okay yan. But kailangan, ang tingin natin is always long term. Okay? So don't just look at it as a one-time investment. Look at it as a 3 stores, 5 stores down the line. That's why we have Vince here para for BPI. And also employ digital, no? Kaya nandito si Eugene to help us, no? Bring your businesses into the digital age. Kasi yun dapat talaga natin gawin. So yun ang advice ko. Now is the right time to invest because of the opportunities that are there. So yun lang sa akin, and good afternoon. Thank you for sharing this afternoon with us.
Thank you to all our presenters and speakers. So there you have it. Thank you so much once again to our speakers and presenters, and of course to our participants. This webinar is co-presented by BPI, PLDT Enterprise, In Life Insular Healthcare, and in partnership with Phoenix Petroleum, Sea Oil, Mega World, and International Workplace Group.
Again, thank you so much everyone, most especially to our partners and for the kind support of DTI and OWA. This has been Paula Canua, wishing everyone a great afternoon. Keep safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone.
Maraming salamat for staying with us. Before we end, allow us to invite everyone in our upcoming webinar entitled HR in the Workplace Amidst Challenging Times, featuring renowned HR leaders and practitioners, which they will share strategic approaches and best practices on how to sail through this world of unending new norms happening on May 5 via Zoom. For details, please visit our website at www.franchisefinderph.com/upcoming events. This webinar is recorded. To view it again, just visit our Facebook and YouTube page at Philippine Franchise Association. Again, thank you so much for your support. This has been Jen Canseco. Until the next How to Invest in the Right Franchise webinar. Stay safe and God bless everyone.